What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, always known as the obsessive scammer of the O.C.G. And I'm live, hopefully, with Lords of the Fallen after having an internet issue. Hey, baby. Yeah, my internet actually fully cut out, so that was my fault, actually, that time. But yeah, I love the art style of this game. But I'll show you something really cool. You're about to see what sets this game apart from other games. See, in this game, the world of the living and the world of the dead lay on top of each other. And using this lamp, you can shift between them. Yeah, but like the entire game is like this. And the changes are a little bit more dramatic, as you're gonna see. And you can also use the lantern to pull shit. It's pretty cool. You can use it to pull enemy souls out of their bodies. Temporarily. And there are different monsters in each. And the longer you spend in the Umbral, that's what they call the Undead Realm Umbral, the more undead are called to you. Until eventually you get like this invincible Reaper that will pretty much kill you instantly. So you can't stay in Umbral forever. Yeah, exactly. And the worlds are connected. So this was blocking the way in both worlds. By going into the world of the dead and removing it, I can open the door. And see, you have to use these statues to come back. And you can use the lantern to peer into one world while you're in another. So while I'm in the world of the living, I can pull out the lantern to see into the world of the dead, which is actually pretty sick. Oh, wait. Just wait, Samantha. That's about to get a whole lot better. Abandoned redcoats. See, I'll show you. See? There's giant skeletons and creatures and shit. And there are paths that are only in one realm and not the other, so you have to switch. See, this is the first boss. It's just like a tutorial fight, but I can use the lamp to pull his soul out and whack it. Oh yeah, I remember you told me you wear glasses, or you should, but you don't wear them a lot of the time. Well, it's good that you can see better. Bet you look super sexy in glasses. No, I understand. And see, some enemies can be protected by spirits. You can't damage them until you kill the parasite that's protecting them, like you can see here. And you can use the lamp to pull platforms.
I always wondered if there were others. You're probably thinking that lamp's just a tool to be used as you see fit. Take it lightly, and you'll find it's the other way around. Mark my words. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. But since it seems Adir has you marked, making you a bigger threat to the Rogar serves us both. I've defied the wills of gods and kings. If you know any kind of freedom, you'll do the same.
And you can also, in the undead realm, you can see echoes of previous things that have happened that are flashbacks that show you, like, what happened in this area, glimpses of the past.
Sentinels! To the crypt! Fall back! Fall back!
No! Wait! Where are you going? Help us!
See, they were protecting the town and they decided to fall back. Even though that meant leaving the townspeople to their fate and dying. Kind of shitty thing to do. But yeah, I fucking love the art direction of this game. The fucking gnarled tree branches, the clips in the sky, the red beams. Just the red look of the whole place, honestly. And the areas in this game only get cooler the farther you go. This game has a lot of innovations. This is a Souls-like, like Wu-Chang. And just like Wu-Chang, while it's in the same genre, it has its own very different spin on it. It's not just the imitator of those that came before it. Obviously, none of the other Souls-likes had this whole undead, setup, mechanic. But even that, typically speaking, Samantha, in games like this, you can use magic. One of the things... Yes, I agree. One of the things about this game, Samantha, is... I'm trying to figure out how to put it. It's, and one of the features of this genre is Souls-likes typically let you play the game a variety of different ways. Like in Wu-Chang, I could use all kinds of different weapon types. Two-handed swords, one-handed swords, spears, axes, like, you're not forced to play it a specific way. And most Souls-like are like this. There's many different ways to play the game. Lies of P is a Souls-like. There's many different weapons you can use in Lies of P. So it gives you the freedom to kind of decide what weapons and tactics you're going to use. Most of these games have magic, but you almost never see me using it. Wu-Chang has magic, and I almost never use it, because I find the magic in these games to be super clunky. Because you have to assign them to a hotbar, and then you have to move through the hotbar to toggle a spell, and then that hotbar is usually the same one that you have items. So, you saw in Wu-Chang how, like, you could have items slotted and use several different items. Imagine trying to juggle your items and your spells in the middle of a fight while you're getting whacked in the face. So I find the magic system in those games to be incredibly clunky, so I just usually don't use it. Lords of the Fallen has a really fucking awesome magic system that actually makes me want to use it. You assign magic to a series of buttons, and you use the left trigger, and it assigns it to a button. So right now, you start out with one default spell as the Paladin, the Golden Bolt. That's R1. Then I can set its other spells to any other button combination on the face buttons. So unlike other games where you have to move through the menu, toggle, use one spell, toggle, you can basically assign all of these to like a radial menu and use them quickly and in the middle of the fight. So I can be fighting with the hammer and then quickly switch and hit a spell. And the result of that, I think, is a vastly better way to handle magic in these types of games. And so I actually use magic. And I wish more Souls-likes use magic like this game does. That's what I'm saying. That's a major innovation. And another thing, to give you an idea of the sense of scale of this game, Samantha, you see all that shit off in the distance? Yeah, that's all explorable. And quite a lot you can't see right now. That's not background scenery. You will go there. This game world's actually pretty fucking large. what's so cool about this world is this game has a really interesting setup where basically this is about mortals getting fucked over by the gods. Okay, so in this world, Samantha, there's three forces at play. There's Orius, who is like their equivalent of the Christian god. Not exactly the same, but similar enough. Like Holy Order, you know, by Orius' will. And he wants to reclaim his hold on the world. There is a deer, who is similar to like Fire and Brimstone, like a classic demon. Doom and Sons of Doom. He was trapped in a dimension by sealed off, and he is like the typical Fire and Brimstone evil god. But he says he's not evil, and the game kind of makes it ambiguous whether he was evil or he was made that way. So they're fighting, and then there's the mother. She's this big, insanely powerful necromancer that rules over the world of the dead, and she wants her world of the dead, Umbral, to consume the world of the living. That's what they were talking about at the beginning when it said she must feed. She's the living embodiment of death and wants to absorb all of the life in the world. So this land, which is called Mornstead, appropriately gothic, I mean that's a pretty metal name, Mornstead, is caught in this three-way war between these three opposing forces. And it's why this place is so fucked up. And see, like, oh wait, how can I get to that item? Oh, there's a path there. Shit like that is really cool. It's a really clever mechanic where you have to swap between the different realms to progress. And they use it in some really clever ways. And it's also kind of like a second chance mechanic. This game, like many Souls-like, Samantha, is very hard. Now, normally in a game like this, you die and you'd be dead, right? If you're living in the world of the living and you die, you go to the world of the dead. And you can basically fight to revive yourself. So it's like, actually, when you die, you get a second chance. And if you get back to the world of the living, like with one of these statues, it resets. So it creates a lot of, like, close calls. It creates a lot of close calls where, oh shit, I died. Run to the statue. Get back into the world of the living. You know what I mean? Where you can save yourself. And actually, that's the cool thing, Samantha. You get to decide who wins. Actually, this game has multiple endings, and you decide who you side with. So it's actually not set. And another thing, a lot of these Souls-like games have it where you can wield the weapon in one hand or both. So, like, the weapon will hit harder but slower if you have it in both hands. And it's something you can switch between to kind of customize it. You can do that mid-stance in this game. So, one hand, two hand. One hand, two hand in the same combo. Another really cool thing that they added. And the way that things work is different. For example, water. Water, if you go into it, you will die. if you submerge. But here's the thing. In the undead world, water doesn't exist. It's as thin as air. So, later on in the game, for example, there's like a village that's drowned. And normally, the water would be impassable. But by going into the undead realm, you can run through the bottom of through the lake at the bottom of the water. Yeah, exactly. But then there's pros and cons. Like I said, if you stay in the world, if you stay in the undead world for too long, you'll get chased by pretty much an invincible Grim Reaper. That will it's almost guaranteed to kill you. Okay, it's like this big red, like, Grim Reaper. So it's like, whenever you're in the realm of the undead, you're on a timer. You don't want to dilly-dally. So they're like pros and cons. You know, oh, I can use this to get here. Water doesn't hurt me, but then undead's coming after me. And that's like, you know, it's a really interesting system, and it's wrapped into the entire game. It really sets it apart from other games.
You carry the lamp long enough, and you'll see history repeat, over and over. If you don't want to keep retreading the same ground yourself should you fall, make use of this. I've given you more umbral guidance than I ever had. From now on, find your own way, and stay out of mine.
You can make temporary checkpoints with these, which is pretty cool. See, now we're up here in the church, and it's all, you see the red of the sunlight. Fucking lava. And see, lava would hurt you, and the realm of the undead, it doesn't. So I can run into this lava and get items and not be burned. Because in the realm of the dead, the normal physical laws don't fucking apply. I mean, as you might think. And this game has really cool boss fights. Like, really cool boss fights, which you're about to see. The first major boss fight, and it's really fucking cool. That other one, the other guy, he had a health bar, but he was just kind of like a tutorial fight, really. Not like what I consider like a real boss fight. He goes down incredibly easy. This fight that you're about to see is actually pretty fucking dope. And they start off really strong. And it's actually, well, you'll see it. It's actually really interesting how they do it.
O holy Aureus, by your radiance grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days, to lay bare the path to salvation for my wayward brothers and sisters, so we may walk it together, and to strike down all those who would see our will defied. Even as our suffering continued, I honored my pledge of patience to the exactor. And yet you now appear before me, a stranger, bearing what was not yours to receive. A betrayal made flesh, and one I cannot break.
He's got like basically like a holy fucking lightsaber. And she is a majorly tall bitch. Just wait, though. This fight's about to get so much more epic. And she sprouts fucking angel wings. And the music picks up. Now she's flying. Yeah, this is even cooler. Check this out. He basically reassembles out of fucking blood and goop. But now she's normal size.
Brothers and sisters, you honor us and all who came before you with your sacrifices. While I wish they were unnecessary, my wishes will not ease your suffering, but I pray my sorcery does.
See, now I have my Holy Bolt tied to R1, and my heal that I just got tied to X, so I can quickly heal myself. And this is the hub where you hang out. Oh no! No, wait, it's even better than that.
Welcome, Dark Crusader.
Skyrest Bridge.
I had no doubt in my assessment of you, as one worthy of the monumental task which lies before us, Crusader. My name is Dunmire, and I am an exactor of the Dark Crusaders, the holy order of which you are now an honored member. The Church of Orien Radiance has assigned to me the duty of purging Mornstead of its Rogar blight, and ensuring the ancient tyrant Adir knows no liberation from his enduring imprisonment. While the schism between the Church and Judge Cleric is of long standing, she and her hallowed sentinels, now perverted, did at least construct Mornstead's radiant beacons, which have prevented Adir's return for centuries. But now, these stand corrupted and on the verge of collapse. It is to these 5 beacons you must turn your eye. Use the Umbro Lamp to cleanse them of Adir's destructive influence, and deliver salvation to a world on the brink of perdition. Rogar and Hallowed Sentinel alike will offer you no quarter, so remember, though Aureus' mercy is without limit, yours should not be. You serve a higher purpose, Crusader. To strive in darkness, in light we walk.
By Aureus' divine will, I live again. It's a miracle. And to think I raised my sword to you, when all along you were a divine instrument sent by him to deliver my death and rebirth, and bring clarity. Forgive me, Lampbearer. I'm Pietà, of the Hallowed Sentinels. And as Aureus sustains me, so too will I sustain you. Whether by making manifest your potential through my healing blood, contained within the sanguinarics you carry. Should you find any saintly quintessences, bring them to me, and they can bolster the power of my blood further still. The beacons must be cleansed, the Hallowed Sentinels restored, and Adir's malignancy eradicated. Through whatever is to come, fellow chosen of Aureus, we stand together in service of him.
Yeah, see, the thing you use to heal in this game, your main healing item, is a cross filled with her blood. Her blood can regenerate. So actually, her mind got all fucked up because they sealed away Adir and with those beacons, and they perverted the beacons. That's what you see, like the giant red light going in the sky. Those used to be gold. They've been corrupted. By beating the shit out of her and killing her, it opened the way for her to regenerate and fix her mind. Because she had been, like, polluted by that, like, corruption. So, not only is it cool, like, it's a memorable boss battle, But then, surprisingly, after you beat her, she's like, "Thank you for beating my ass, and you're besties now."
Our holy work continues, Lampbearer. Let Aureus' will be done.
So the exactors found himself a new instrument, as exactors are wont to do. And given that lamp was intended for me should his paladin fall, and yet now here you are, lamp bearer. Well, it seems I was right to doubt the value of a Dark Crusader's word. I'm Stoneman, captain of the Fidelis, a group of good men and women who've made a stand against the madness which has possessed the rest of the hallowed Sentinels. We made a vow to restore our order to its former glory, whatever the cost to ourselves. And by Judge Cleric's grace, we'll honor that vow. That heretical umbral lamp and the Dark Crusaders are necessary evils in these dire times, as are you, it would seem. Perhaps our aims will align further. Or perhaps not.
In Radiance, judgment. Our Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
Now I can switch. Ah, you've got a huge rack. Ah, now I can swap into actual proper armor. That was just the starting armor for that class. I don't like the armor, but I needed it. Because it starts you off with spells and stuff, and now I look like a proper knight. Now I have 2 hammers. I need to go back real quick, do some shit I need to do. I missed an item I should have gotten. Oh, that's right, hold on. And now I can heal myself, and I can also buff my weapon with Holy Energy, which makes it do a lot more damage to the enemies that are, like, demonic. And it just looks fucking sick! I really like dual-wielding these hammers. There's the way they hit feels so satisfying. And it's really cool how you can swap between two. If you have one in each hand, you can swap between 1 and 2 instantly. And it's because they're 2 different movesets. And I'll often do that. It's cool. Yeah, see, I pulled it out, I didn't pick it up. Those are the things you give her to make it so she can give you more heals. I thought I got it, but I didn't. And in a game like this, that's very difficult. You want to have more heals. But you see that eye filling up? When that eye gets all the way full and turns red, you are fucked. That eye, the counter is your timer. For how long you can remain in the undead realm. Yeah. Well, of course it depends on the game, but yeah, for the most part I agree with you. I prefer high speed, high aggression playstyles, and dual weapons go for that. Shit, I meant to... Here we go. Alright, babe.
Our holy word continues. Fellow sanctified vessel, may Aureus' divine radiance flow through me and into you. Our holy word continues, Lamp-bearer. Let Aureus' will be done.
The lamp only then.
Waiting for my fiance to come back. No, it's okay, baby.
Look at you, a Dark Crusader, a lamp bearer, and a revenant to boot. Aren't you the multifaceted one? Well, we Fidelis aren't as fortunate. We tend to stay dead when we die. And Aureus knows enough of us have done just that. Anyway, like Nathaniel says, you keep looking back, you don't see the blade coming at your throat. We set ourselves a task and we have to finish it. Best watch your step out there. Mornstead is a land awash in blood, both deserved and undeserved alike. Best watch us. Mornstead is...
That lamp you've got there is heresy, stranger.
That lamp you got there is heresy, stranger.
It's getting harder to tell what is and what ain't nowadays. Ah, strange times. But in the end, there's right and there's wrong, and that never changes. And I hope for both our sakes you know the difference.
I get extra grumpy when you don't give me my trade as well.
But if in doubt, you heed the captain. He's never steered me wrong, much as he might think otherwise.
While the beacon should remain your most pressing task, I would have you perform another for me concurrently. Seek out and return to me the items which stand as proof of the Hallowed Sentinel's heretical deviations and practices. For only in the study of such can we hope to turn them towards the true light of Aureus. This land is overflowing with sin, so I expect this undertaking to offer you little difficulty. Also, say nothing of this to Pietà or the Fidelis captain. They are already conflicted. Troubling them further only endangers them and our mission. You serve a higher purpose. To strive in darkness, in light we walk.
And this is Pilgrim's Perch. It's a series of stuff built into the side of the bridge for pilgrims making the trek up here.
Ha! That's it, isn't it? Oh, the Lamp of Immortality. And the genuine article. Not a useless, empty vessel like the one I saw that witless fool bumbling around with. I've learned a little since coming to Mornstead about that lamp and the awful mission to which it's attached. I hope you recognize that frightful burden for what it is. In truth, what's been done to you is downright cruel. Of course, some people are born into roles of tremendous responsibility. My name is Andreas of Ebb, esteemed scion of nobility, but far more than that, descendant of the great ruler Antanas himself, as proven by my family's book of lineage, for one. That's right. Through my veins flows the blood of the legendary hero who defied Adir and the Rogar and saved the whole world, only to be betrayed and murdered by a common criminal. So you'll understand a man of my pedigree cannot simply stand idle while an unfortunate victim such as yourself remains shackled to such a grim fate. Give me the lamp, and let me shoulder your burden, friend. What say you? No? It saddens me to see you bring such agony down upon your own head. I hope you see sense and reconsider. My offer stands as long as necessary. After all, what man of breeding would turn away from one so clearly in need?
Careful! If you're headed for Pilgrim's Perch, friend, the hallowed sentinels don't welcome everyone. Not even a faithful pilgrim who's crossed countless miles of land and sea to join them. All I wanted was to serve the divine judge cleric, but they deemed me unworthy and chased me off. What's a poor, rejected disciple to do now, I ask you? I gave away most of what little I owned before I left Perdam. But if you've got some traveling of your own to do, then here, take this. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's been a dependable companion to me. It's a harsh wind that blows in Mornstead, but a tree that doesn't bend breaks, I suppose.
Ah, what a bitch. Yeah. God, I hate these fucking things that are coming up. They're these, like, fairy bitches that are almost like undead fae, and they're so annoying. Because they'll summon other undead to fight you. They'll fucking spit acid bile on you. And they'll fucking do, like, a leg grab and toss you across the room. Yeah. These fuckers try to ambush you. Not everything, but a lot of the miscellaneous clutter is. You know what I mean? Fucking anxiety, man. Oh well, shit happens. What are you gonna do? Yeah. I play this game a lot. You have no idea how many times I played this game. This game world is fucking filled to the brim with secrets. Well, you're about to see that.
Diviner dear, witness this offering I make to you.
Some of these are insanely well hidden. No, she cut off her arm as a sacrifice. So there's an undead bridge here, right? Now you might think to yourself, oh, I'll just switch into the Umbral realm. But then, where are you gonna go? The bridge is blocked off. So in order to access the secret path, Samantha, what you have to do is, you have to hold out the lantern, because you can walk on whatever you can see in the lantern. You gotta get to about right here, then pull out the lantern so you drop down. You're not gonna know to do that. And there's all kinds of secrets like this. Like, I played this game a few times before I found that out. This game world is intricately designed. There is a shit ton of secrets in this. And now you're about to get our first glimpse of the Reaper. Reapers. The lesser Reapers, but Reapers. Yeah, exactly. These things are a bitch to fight, so I'm gonna come here and open this as a shortcut door. They fucking pop out of the ground. It looks sick, though. The undead in this game look really cool. Like I said, in general, I love the style of this game a lot. I think this is one of the best representations of, like, medieval Gothic, you know what I mean? Reliable to see. Which, once again, that's not easy. That's not an easy thing to do, you know what I mean? It's a saturated genre. And I'll use the key I got to drop down there. Now I'm in the church, the hub, but the back end of the church I couldn't go into before. Like I said, this game world is so fucking awesome. And that's the best thing about this game for me in general. Like, the gameplay is good, but I love the world. And not just the aesthetic, although the aesthetic is good. How meticulously detailed it is. All the secrets, all that thing. It's not just a beautiful world, it's very well designed. You know what I'm saying? There's shit around every corner. You're probably gonna miss it the first time you play the game. Yeah. And this is not even the coolest areas in the game. The areas get cooler as you progress. It's actually a pretty long game. Well, you're about to see you're gonna see a lot of the cool shit coming up. Not like all of it, because this game's actually pretty long. Even me knowing what to do, it's pretty long. But you will get to see a lot of the cool shit. If not today, then and there. I plan on replaying this whole thing through now that they've finally announced the sequel. It was just like yesterday. That combined with the fact that they released a new update, another update. I'm like, oh, maybe it's time to replay this. I put over 100 and... Hold on 1 second. Over 150 hours into this game. PlayStation keeps track of your tallies. I've played this game a lot. And see, sometimes you'll find these treasures that are locked by these undead, and you have to find all of them and remove them to open the way.
Such a minor noble. I'm putting my own happiness before the good of the royal line and the welfare of Mondstadt. But they don't see in her all of the things that I do. This kingdom is my home. I will do everything I can to protect it, as I always have. As you did, Mother. But I refuse to accept that requires forsaking the woman I love. Sufficia only makes me a better man, a better king. And Mondstadt will be all the stronger with her at my side.
see this woman, and she has her head bound in a cage. You can hand over the searing accusation and let her out of the cage. And yeah, she was imprisoned by the church. See? We loop back to where we started, where I first came down the stairs of the hallway. That everything that you saw from me hopping across the balcony of the platforms, that was optional. These areas are filled with tons and tons of optional areas and secret shit. Like, this world is incredibly fucking dense. Yeah, I thought you'd like it. I know how much you like, you know, gothic, spooky shit, twisted creatures, the undead. I've been meaning to show it to you for a while. I think I've actually mentioned Lords of the Fallen as well before. It just, you know, I came around to it, and then yesterday they updated it, and then they announced a sequel, so I thought it was time to whip it out, giggity. I'm gonna whip it out on you. Yeah, it is. Oh man, I love this chick. She's one of my favorite characters in this game. Her voice acting and her delivery is fucking perfect.
The cleric's welcome comes behind the edge of a sentinel's blade, more often than not in this place. Makes me curious how you're still breathing. I suppose dangling the promise of salvation from one hand and the threat of death from the other keeps a pilgrim obedient. No, on second look, you're not just another deluded lamb, are you? You know, not long ago, I saw a dark crusader carrying that same lamp. Now it's in your hands. Again, curious. I know they'd see you rejuvenate those obscene monuments preventing Adir's return. Don't. That's a threat. But also advice. Adir rewards the faithful. There's salvation here if you want it. But you won't find it in the light of the sun or that lamp.
Yeah, see, if you decide to go down the fiery route and go with the deer, you wind up working with her. But her name is Damarose, and her fucking personality is amazing. She has, like, one of my favorite, like, lines in gaming. She's talking about Adir was the one true god. You know, and he was originally ruling over everybody. Whether he was a good god or a bad god is open for debate, but he was there first. And she's like, they betray him, and she has like this really animated like response. She's like, fucking heretics. And I'm not even doing it justice, but like the way she says that is amazing, and it's super memorable every time I see her.
Most blessed soars to see.
Hold your tongue, pilgrim. And on your feet. You are on sacred ground, and we are yet to see whether you are deserving of that honor.
I assure you, I have dedicated my life to the teachings of Judge Cleric. My faith in her and her divine works is boundless.
Pray it is. For our Immaculate Lady's light will lay bare the truth, and in darkness there is judgment.
Yeah. Although what I really love about this game is that there is no good guy. There is no standard good guy and bad guy. Each of the three gods is portrayed as having upsides and downsides. There is no, like, oh, this is the good path, this is a bad path. It's their, pick your poison. And the game never tries to say, well, this is the right way to go. And the game is, like, awash in shades of gray. Yeah, we're about to have a boss fight with this bitch. Let's do it. That's funny. And now I'll show you something that's really fucking cool. That kind of took my breath away when I first played this. Still kind of does, actually, you'll see. Pilgrim's Perch is made up into, like, 3 different sections. The first part is the one I just explored, the Ascent. It's got the light of the setting sun, all that, you know. Then there's the lower half of the Descent. Well, the lower half of the perch called the Descent. And you'll see, it's awesome. And I know it's like such a simple thing, but they handled the rain and the clouds and the atmosphere so fucking perfectly here. And after coming out of, like, the sunlight, when you come through that tunnel and descend, and it's all rainy and dark and billowy, it's just fucking peak atmosphere. And like I said, I know it's a simple thing, oh, it's raining and storming, but I love this area so much. And the oh shit. And it's like, you know, like, you're walking into this, like, wooden structures carved into a cliff with the rain and the thunder, and it's peak atmosphere. The first time I played this game, I was like, wow, that's really cool. Yeah, and these guys are a fucking mess. They have these spiky cases in their head, and they have a really damaging attack where they'll smash you with it. And you really want to avoid that. It's like basically like the world's most lethal headbutt. as you can imagine, with a giant steel spiky hat. And you can see the lights. Spiky dickheads. You can see the lights in the distance, like the torch lights in the darkness. And a giant, like, undead corpse hanging in the middle of the area. You can navigate in the undead realm. And then there's a shortcut right here, so I don't have to do this again. When I come back here, I can just kick down the bridge and just walk across it. Fuck you. Yeah. Oh, I love this guy. He's one of my favorite characters in this game.
Another lamp bearer.
Aye. So it goes.
So it goes. Should you end up one of the few to earn a vestige, I'll tend to it, as I do, for whatever it's worth, and until I'm in the ground myself. The hallowed sentinels and Rogar will both show you horror enough, but nothing like what that lamp brings into view. And remember, you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back. Mind yourself, Lambearer. Whether you took up that light willingly or not, you're on a treacherous path. And forever's never as long as you think.
Yeah. Dog's half on my cat. Another really cool thing about this game, although it's not something you're going to really see that much from me, you actually play... No. My dad brought her in here and closed the door. The dog wouldn't really hurt Echo. He just barks at her. It's more annoying than anything else. One thing I really like about this game, that's cool, but you won't really see it from me, is you can actually play this entire game co-op. You can play this entire game with 3 people. I mean, obviously you don't have to, but you can. And other people can join you at any time. Maybe one of these days you can get it for PC. We can play it together. It's cross-play, actually. So if you ever got a copy of this game, you can play with me. We'll play with each other. Oh, hey, baby. How you doing? Dog Castle, you. Say, fluff that dog. Say I ain't afraid of no mother fluffing dog. Yeah. But I just got a much cooler set of armor. With a cape. Yeah! Yeah, she does it. She likes to rub on my hand. There you go, kitty. Yeah, I like that color. You do me, I do me. Meow, meow, meow. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Cause he could play this with us. There's 3 people. That's it. Maybe I'll just smuggle you in my coat, my overshirt. Nothing to see here. Check the fur and tail. Yeah, pussy smuggler. Excuse me, ma'am? I prefer pussy profiteer. Or pee-pee.
Softly across the sand. The deep blue sky. The songs we used to sing. Little Daljaru's hand in mine. All so far away now. All gone. Mother. Father. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, see, you can see a giant fucking eye. In the undead realm, which is metal and also creepy. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while. Thankfully. It doesn't just do that instantly, because otherwise it'd be very hard, and you'd be constantly dealing with death. Like, if you stay around too long, you are fucked. So... it actually used to fill up much quicker, and they patched it to fill much slower, because it was annoying people, because you have to be in the Dead Realm, and it didn't give them very much time, so they would die a lot, just from running out of time. They patched the shit out of this game. Like, over 70 patches. Over 70. So, like, the game had some issues at launch. But they have fucking more than rectified them, let me tell you. And like I said, it was made by, once again, a first-time developer. And Unreal Engine 5 can be difficult, to optimize for. It's easy to work with, but difficult to optimize. And when they made this game, it wasn't even available on the market. They were one of the first people outside of the engine's maker to use it. So they were trying to figure out how to, they were making a game for the first time while also using a brand new fucking engine nobody knew how to use. And on top of which, what they're doing, having two worlds, okay? Time you leave and come back. Thankfully. Not only that, I'm trying to not only that, but the way they have it set up is they're essentially loading two areas at once, because they have to be able to instantly switch you from the living land of the dead. There's no delay. So it's essentially loading up two separate areas at the same time on top of each other. It's kind of tricky to program. No, it's fine, babe. It's fine, I love you. So, they were a first-time dev studio. They were fucking, working with an engine that wasn't even available to everyone yet, so it's not like there was like an instruction manual. And they were trying to get it to do something really unique and tricky, which obviously, it's like that whole setup with the dual worlds, like one of this game's biggest strengths. So obviously it worked out. But I'm saying, so knowing all of that, okay, I think they can be forgiven for there being a little bit of jank when the game launched. I played it at launch. It's like October 2023, and it wasn't unplayable or broken. It was just rough around the edges. And like I said, you know, sometimes you can give them a fucking break. First time developer, no guide to the fucking engine. Tricky, you know what I mean? Like, but nobody took that into account, and it pissed me off. And they just kept patching it, kept patching it, kept patching it, kept patching it. I'm not kidding. They were coming out with like a patch every day after release. So they did like 7 patches in a week. And then over the subsequent 2 years since the game released, almost 3 now, they've released, like, no shit, 70 patches. That is an astronomical number. And it wasn't just to fix problems. Like, it was that. It was to listen to feedback. People complained that there was too many enemies, and there kind of was. Like, there were parts where there's just, like, so many enemies that it was irritating. Like, an area would just be filled to the brim, where it's like I can't fucking sneeze without an enemy, so they reduced the number of enemies. They rebalanced parts that were bad. Then they just added, like, free content. They added new sets of armor to the game. Oh, shit. new sets of armor to the game, new spells for free. Entire new quest chains dedicated to these. Like I said, they just released another new patch fucking yesterday. And almost everything that people asked for, they gave them. Within reason, of course. Like, people bitched that there were too many enemies, so they nerfed it. Made it so there's less enemies. They rebalanced the game to accommodate for that. Then some people said, well, I liked it the way it was before, of course. So they made it so you can optionally turn back on the original enemy density, if you really want to. I'm not going to, because I thought that it was too much. But if you're really, yes. If you're really, like, a purist, you have the option to turn it on. And then they just kept going. You know what I mean? And they had no signs of slowing down. Even with the Lords of the Fallen 2 coming out next year, they are still probably going to keep patching this game and adding new shit. So they're juggling like 2 games at once, essentially. Updating this game and adding new shit in the entirely new sequel. Which is crazy fucking in and of itself. They're not like a huge studio. Yeah, it actually looks amazing. We didn't get a huge look at it, but I'll show you pictures of it and the trailer. It looks fucking amazing. Like, I mean, it looks great. And, what? Hold on 1 second. I'll be back, babe. I have to eat dinner. I love you.